We started out with 10 people on the mole, and already we're down to 8. Last week, Greg was eliminated. He failed to identify the mole and so scored lowest on the computer questionnaire. To survive on the show and possibly take home all the money, a contestant must first identify and then watch carefully the person they think is the traitor, the mole. So who is the mole? Could it be Petrina, whose racing heartbeat cost the group valuable time at the damn wall? Or could it be Sean, who failed to answer a simple question about Alison when they first arrived in New Caledonia? Or could it be one of the other 6? Can you spot the clues? Who is sabotaging the assignments? Who is the mole? 10 contestants, 10 weeks, 1 winner, taking home up to $500,000. But one of the 10 is being paid to deceive the others and sabotage the games. That person is the mole. The contestant who figures out who the mole is and who does the best job at tracking and remembering the mole's every move wins the money. So can you figure out who is the mole? It's 6:30 in the morning. The contestants are still fast asleep. It's time for a challenge. Good morning. Need to see you two in the foyer with your bags packed in 10 minutes. We've got a helicopter to catch. Good morning. I need to see you bags packed in the foyer in 10 minutes. We've got a helicopter to catch. Good morning. I need to see you two in the foyer, bags packed in 10 minutes. You have a helicopter to catch. I need to see you in the foyer in 10 minutes with your bags packed. You got a helicopter to catch. There are 8 contestants still in the game, but the helicopter assignment will only involve 6 of them. The other 2 contestants, Nikki and Petrina, will have a little assignment of their own.
I woke up to a knock on the door and breakfast in bed, and immediately I went, oh wow, it's my birthday.
And Petrina pulled out the iPad, and there was Grant's little voice going, okay girls, you're going to get even with the boys.
Good morning, Nikki and Petrina. I'm offering you a chance to win all the girls' luggage back. On your breakfast tray are the keys to the boys' rooms. To win the luggage back, you must remove from the boys' luggage the same amount that they removed from yours. Enjoy your revenge.
2 weeks ago, the boys earned $27,000 for the kitty by unpacking 27 kilos of luggage from all the girls' bags.
Oh my God, he's going
To have all the girls' luggage returned, Nikki and Petrina must now remove 27 kilos of luggage from the boys' bags.
Okay, I'm doing that.
First room was Cam and Nathan, and what you've got to do is take as much weight in clothes from the boys' bags as what they did to yours, and you'll get all of your clothes back.
Oh, this is his good shirt.
The girls unloading the boys' luggage will come as a shock to the boys, but they won't find out about it until later on in the day. Until then, these 6 contestants will have a chance to win up to $60,000. Howdy. Pleasant flight?
Yeah, fantastic.
Good. We have an assignment for you. This one is a little target practice. Hit the bullseye and win $20,000 toward the kitty. That'll be you. All right. You'll be operating in 3 groups of 2. Each group will require one who likes to fly and one who likes to hang around. Our flyers will be Chris, Sean, and Nathan. The rest of you, you'll just be hanging around. Every time you hit the bullseye, it's worth $20,000. You're allowed 3 runs at the target each, in groups of 2. The first run's on us. The second will cost you $1,000. The third is $2,000. All right? Oh, one last thing. The one who's hanging around will be hanging from the chopper.
And we have a safety boat following you as well.
Well, that allays all my fears.
Any other questions?
No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll place a harness on you. Who's first?
I don't know who dreams up these crazy challenges, but there's some nutter out there. First thing I thought was, this just can't be done. That meant to be really tight around the...
My eyes were watering, and I don't know why, but I was just trying to concentrate and just thinking, and he started saying that If I start spinning like a tea bag, then I have to put my arm out so I don't hit the propellers. And that just freaked me out.
I put them down because you've got the helmet.
Did you bring your good luck charm?
Superman and Muhammad Ali will save me.
There are 3 teams of 2, and each team could win $20,000 towards the kitty.
I was paired up with Josh. I'd never been in a helicopter before, and we got strapped up. Josh was clipped on, and just sitting in the chopper, hanging out the edge, looking down at him, I thought I was lucky to be inside the helicopter instead of where he was.
I'm sitting on the ground, the chopper's going up, I couldn't even see behind me. And the next minute, I'm being lifted up. And I just felt like, I was a statue being lifted into the centre of a town somewhere. It was amazing. And I had to really quickly learn how to fly. I know that sounds sort of crazy, but you know, my hands were wings, and pretty soon I was feeling like Superman.
Good work, Joshy.
I mean, to be slung from a helicopter, chasing a target that's being towed by another boat, having someone have to get you in the right position, and then, you know, quite simply pull a flower bomb out of your pouch and bomb a moving target and try and get to centre so you can get a lot of money. It just sounds insane.
Is it a real
It's a run. Oh,
Move the target!
Okay, we'll go left a bit.
Every time Sean tells the helicopter to change direction, it sets Josh swinging around wildly, 40 metres above the water. So watch carefully and decide for yourself. Is the mole in the chopper giving directions, or is the mole underneath the chopper throwing the flower bombs? Josh is well past the target and he still hasn't thrown the bomb. Each team has 3 bombs, 3 attempts to hit the target. The first one they get for free. This second one costs $1,000.
That was a free. Now it's going to cost us.
I
think you've got one in your right hand.
No, press it this way.
Straight. Keep it at that. That's beautiful. That's nice. And I just hurtled that thing down as hard as I could. We've got a hit. Smashed down right in the middle, bullseye, and I was just over the moon. I was just double thumbs. This is the best thing ever. I was so screaming after that.
They've won $20,000 so far, but their second bomb cost them $1,000. It puts them $19,000 ahead, with 2 more teams still to have a go.
Beautiful work, that's a hit. I just thought this is the best thing. I felt like I was being reincarnated or something. The divinity was back on the turf. Oh. That was fun.
What did you do? How did you do it?
Well, you know, I'm Superman. What can I say?
Whether or not that was an accident, who knows? But I was really surprised when he hit it, especially he hit it so clean.
One in the centre. That's good. 1 for 1. Who's next?
So you held it the whole way through?
Poor Ellie, she was absolutely terrified. She was terrified. She wasn't real happy about it at all. She got lifted up and you could just see her face. She just wasn't happy.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's hard to tell whether she's still alive.
Yeah.
Come on, Ellie.
Go right.
Nathan was above. At first he must have been saying left and then turning really fast because I could feel my whole body just swinging, and then I could see the helicopter propellers, and that was just freaking me out, so I had to just try and look down and not look at where I was flying.
Go right. Go the right a bit more. Go straight. Throw! Go now.
By the time I threw it, I missed the target.
The way Alison was getting thrown about was scary, really. So there's a possibility Nathan could be the mole in that.
That's your freebie. Alison's second bomb will cost the team $1,000 from the kitty.
Go right. Right, more right. Go the right a bit more. Go straight.
Whip it out, Al. Get it out, Al. Whip it out. That's it. Go.
Nice try. Alison's got 1 more bomb, and this one will cost the team $2,000.
Here she goes. Pull it out. 2. Let's run for $2,000. A little bit more than that. there, go straight.
But no cigar.
When she was throwing the bags of flour, they were just so far off target. Each one seemed to have been thrown way too late.
Alison and Nathan's bombs cost the group $3,000. Yet in 3 attempts, they never came close to hitting the target.
So your 19,000 goes down to 16. You've got one more shot at this. Ken, you're up.
Cam and Chris have the chance to put another $20,000 into the kitty. But what chance will they have if one of them is the mole?
I think Cam had more chance of anyone if he'd no target, but he couldn't do it if he wasn't being navigated correctly.
Also, after the break, the girls looting the boys' luggage.
Maybe he's thinking of getting lucky or something.
It's payback time.
It was in your bag, baby.
The first 2 pairs of aerial bombers have so far put $16,000 into the kitty. If Cam and Chris can hit the bullseye, they'll put in another $20,000.
I sensed just before they left that Chris felt she wasn't part of the team, that Cam hadn't given her any instruction at all.
I'm quite concerned over the whole thing because we had our training, we were assigned our partners, and never once during the whole exercise did Cam approach me or speak to me about anything whatsoever.
Straight, left.
I was all over the shop right from the start. I couldn't get facing the right direction. I was spinning, going backwards half the time. And on approach to some of these targets, I'm like, well, I should have been hanging like this. I seem to be right out like this.
Straight, left, straight, left, straight.
Chris hasn't got a glass. Look at him. There's nothing punching.
Just as I was getting myself right in the line, I ended up backwards, facing the wrong direction. And by the time I managed to sort of get myself facing the right way again, it was sort of too late.
That's not bad. Not bad.
Not a bad.
Did we get it?
All right, that was your freebie. The next one costs $1,000.
There's $20,000 to be won, but Cam and Chris simply aren't working as a team.
Left, straight.
Cam had a very rough ride. He couldn't straighten up for some reason. So whether or not Cam was intentionally not trying to steer himself and stuff like that, I don't know.
He's having trouble facing the right way.
I couldn't see Cam. I was trying to see over the nose of the helicopter. The target was in front of me, saying to him, left, right, straight. And I felt in my heart that it was straight following that target.
Are Chris and Cam really doing the best they can? Or is one of them deliberately trying to fail the assignment?
That one cost you $1,000. Next one costs you $2,000.
Could either Chris or Cam be the mole?
Straight.
Drop now. Oh, way off. That's it, buddy. You're sacked.
Cam and Chris's bombs cost the group $3,000, reducing the group's winnings to just $13,000.
Well, how'd that go between the two of you?
We'll see.
You all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm right.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm right.
Feeling good?
Yeah, how many targets did I hit?
Hey?
How many targets did I hit?
None.
That's what I thought.
I don't feel that there was a team there between he and me.
You're not feeling too well.
I'm right.
It was pretty straightforward what we had to do, but a little bit of communication from Cam would have been nice.
You're still up $13,000. Not bad for a morning's work.
Yeah,
well done.
Good. Give yourselves a pat on the back, dust yourselves off, and get ready for the next one.
Another day in the office.
I don't have dry cleaning possible.
There is mole activity, definitely. I'm still really concerned with Cam. Very concerned with how Cam monopolises assignments when we go to do them.
But he couldn't do it if he wasn't being navigated correctly. And I think that was, where all the drama was today.
Is the mole Cam or is it Chris? Maybe the mole is one of the other aerial bombers.
Look what I found.
Or maybe the mole wasn't even doing that assignment.
Well, these six look a bit tired and weary, a little bit worn. Why don't you tell them what you've been doing?
Oh, it's been tough.
Had a great day, actually. We just sat by the pool.
Working on the tan.
Had breakfast in bed.
Great.
Very
Have you?
nice.
So how did you come across that gear?
Yeah,
We earned it.
How did you earn
To earn all of our gear back
We had to replace
with the same amount of all the girls' gear
with the guys' gear.
Nathan's bag was actually quite interesting. We found a nice blue scarf.
Can you tell me what this is?
Which, don't ask me when he was planning to wear that. I don't want to know.
Maybe he's thinking of getting lucky or something.
That's not mine.
It was in your bag, baby.
That scarf, I really think will bring out the blue in your eyes. Cam's taken his hair products and Cam doesn't have any underwear.
He doesn't wear any.
He doesn't wear any, baby.
He doesn't wear any.
You get commando.
Well, I need this. I haven't had any. I took mine.
I think that's called sweet revenge.
You have got a lot to answer.
That was really good. It's a shame there wasn't any money in it, but the satisfaction was worth it.
$13,000 into the kitty. Well done.
That's so good. That's great, guys.
Girls, live it up. You got all your gear back. Guys, bad luck. The boys have lost their clothes, but it's only temporary. They don't yet know it, but all their clothes are sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Your assignment is to get fully dressed while underwater. You must be fully and completely and neatly dressed by the time you're back on deck.
Thanks, mate.
Nikki and Patrina have looted the guy's luggage. All those clothes are now sitting at the bottom of the ocean. But no one knows that yet. We have a couple of assignments for you. We might split it up into gender, shall we? Give me some time with the ladies. Boys, you'll be on the taxi boat. And ladies, the catamaran is yours. All right, off you go. You'll get further instructions when you're out there.
See, boys.
It was absolutely fabulous, like heaven on a stick. The four of us girls on the catamaran and those precious little boys had all gone off roughing it in the water taxi, so we could not get the smiles off our faces.
The girls sail off that way, all waving at us and lying about the nets, and they've already got their gear off sunbaking and stuff with Grant. I thought, oh, not very fair. And we head off in another direction and pull up at a diving boat out in the middle of nowhere.
It will be diving the boys are doing, but not conventional scuba diving. They'll be using old-fashioned diving helmets.
This is Grant, it's for you.
Exactly what they'll be diving for is about to be revealed. I have an assignment for you.
Yes, Sam, thanks.
Below your boat are 4 buoys. Attached to each buoy is a net. In each net are all your clothes. Your assignment is to get fully dressed while underwater. Now that includes shirts, trousers, shoes, socks, underwear, the lot. You must be fully and completely and neatly dressed by the time you're back on deck. The girls are doing an assignment here with me. You have a combined total of 40 minutes to complete both assignments. If you do, you win $5,000. Clock's running, Cam. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
First thing I thought when Grant read through the message, okay, they're not my clothes. They can't be my clothes. But I had a look in the water and noticed that it said Cam's bag, it said Cam's clothes, and I could just see, my black shoes, and then I went, no, they couldn't have done this to us.
They're under pressure of time, but their task is straightforward. Each of them must find their clothes and get dressed while underwater. Sounds simple enough, but try doing it wearing a heavy steel helmet.
They probably weigh about 100 kilos. It's like wearing a space helmet. It's like it's all echoey in there, and you can't touch your face or anything. You can't, pick your nose or scratch your ears or anything like that.
While the boys race the clock in their assignment, the girls are around the other side of the island, and they too will be racing the clock. We have an assignment for you. Just down here we have a blank piece of board. On it, we'd like you to construct a jigsaw puzzle. Now, we've given you 24 pieces to the puzzle. 12 are correct, 12 are wrong. Put the 12 correct pieces and form the puzzle, and you win $5,000 towards the kitty. The only sticking point is that all 24 pieces are in the water, just below the back of the boat. For every wrong piece to the puzzle that you bring up from the back of the boat, you lose a minute. The boys are also completing an assignment for us. If you both complete your given assignments in a total of 40 minutes, then you win $5,000 towards the kitty. Good luck. Your time starts now. There are 24 pieces of jigsaw puzzle under the water, but 12 of them won't fit. Each time they bring up one of the wrong pieces, they lose a minute off the 40 minutes they're allowed. So the trick to this game is communication. To avoid bringing up the wrong pieces, the girls on the boat must tell Nikki exactly what pieces they need.
It's a picture. It's a picture of someone.
How are you going over there, Chris?
2 pieces.
That's Josh. Oh, we've got two of them. No more of Josh's crutch.
The jigsaw is a picture of themselves, and for every correct piece, there's also a piece that won't fit. That incorrect piece out of the water just cost them a minute from their allotted time. Rather than thinking about what pieces they need, no one is telling Nikki what pieces to bring up. So Nikki is pulling up every piece she can find.
I don't know if this is the same puzzle. Because look,
Nikki could see underwater, so I was telling her what we needed, and she did pull up ones that we didn't need. Like, she pulled up 2 of me at the same time. Like, there were 2 images of me, and she pulled them both out of the water at the same time. And I mean, clearly you wouldn't need both of them.
The girls have so far pulled up 3 wrong pieces, costing them 3 minutes of time.
That's it. We need that. Yeah.
we don't want that anymore. We don't want that.
You don't want Nikki?
The combined time for the 2 assignments is 40 minutes. And 21 minutes in, the boys are only half dressed.
They had carefully provided a sarong for modesty, but you're in the water and you hold the sarong out and it drops, or you wrap the sarong around you and lift your hands and the sarong's gone. Meanwhile, the shark's buzzing around.
The boys have so far used up more than 23 minutes of the 40 minutes combined time.
Hair on your whole face.
The girls have been quicker, but they're being penalised a minute for every wrong piece of jigsaw they pull up.
We need one with Josh's face and one with Chris's face.
And we need my face from the hair down.
Chris, who I've been suspicious on for a while, she was putting everything together really quickly. I was actually surprised to go back and everything was there. That's probably the first task that she's done properly.
That's it.
Nikki was pulling up the pieces, and quite often she was pulling up ones that we didn't need.
Pull the string. That's it.
Maybe she wanted to bring up all the pieces so that we could lose time. I guess that's possible.
One half of the assignment is complete, but the boys are still at it, and the clock is still running.
We have 1.
Next, on the mole.
Tell you what, it's not a bad effort. If you don't win this one, you've got the boys to thank.
And later, the mole's 3rd victim. Which of them will be eliminated?
Let's begin.
The girls have been making a jigsaw puzzle, while the boys' assignment was to get fully dressed underwater. If the combined time for the 2 assignments is less than 40 minutes, they'll win $5,000. But the boys have only now finished, and it's taken them 25 minutes.
Mrs. Grant, over.
Yeah, we're all up on board, dressed and beautiful, and you can stop the clock.
All right, mate. Well, the girls finished their assignment here, so why don't you come over and join us?
Righto, mate. See you soon.
All right, girls. We've got a few spare pieces here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a very happy-looking young man. 4, 5, and 6. 6 minutes in penalties. Yes. I did it in a total of 8 minutes plus 6 minutes in penalties. Makes 14 minutes.
We had 20.
Well, we don't know what the boys got, but I tell you what, it's not a bad effort. If you don't win this one, you've got the boys to thank. So let's see how they did, shall we?
The boys have no idea what the girls have been doing all day, and the girls have no idea what the boys have been doing.
We've had a great day. All right, well done. These gentlemen retrieved their clothes. Where'd you do it from?
From the bottom of the sea. Next to sharks, you know.
The boys did very, very well, but they took a bit of time. Whereas the ladies here had to assemble this jigsaw puzzle, all of the pieces of which were at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, wow.
They got 6 wrong pieces, but they did the entire puzzle in 8 minutes. They absolutely flogged it. Unfortunately, the boys slowed you down, so with great regret, I have to tell you, you've won $5,000.
The combined time was 39 minutes, only just under the allowed time. The 6 wrong pieces of puzzle brought them dangerously close to failing the assignment. Did the girls just fail to communicate, or was Nikki deliberately bringing up the wrong pieces?
Nikki was pulling a lot of the same things out, but as soon as I said, no, we've got that one, she was like, cool, you know, she's really trying fast to get everything out of the water.
I was asking them, look, do you need this? And they would say, yeah, give it to me. So I was just giving them, I was just kind of diving, and I didn't know what pieces I'd brought up.
Nikki's the mole. I reckon she deserves an Oscar. I think she's kind of totally got everyone fooled.
It's the start of day 5, and the contestants have so far put $39,000 into the prize kitty. It's a reasonable start, and there'll be another $10,000 for them to win if they can take just 9 photographs and videos on their digital cameras.
Bonjour! That's the end of my French. So, we have an assignment for you. You'll be split into 3 groups. You 3, you 2, and you 3. Each group must record, with the cameras they've been given, 3 separate events. As you complete an event, you call me, I'll give you the next one. If, in total, you record 8 out of the 9 events that we've given you, you win $10,000 towards the kitty.
Yes!
For each event that you fail to capture, from 8 down, so if you record 7, we take 1,000 from the kitty. 6, 2,000 from the kitty, and so on down the line. Your first event is to take a photograph of yourselves with a group of 10 strangers, all of whom must be adults. All of you must be looking directly into the camera. Everybody clear?
Yes.
Good luck.
The 3 groups have been taken to 3 different locations in Umea, and each group has the same task: to photograph themselves with 10 complete strangers.
Bonjour! Est-ce que je peux faire des photos avec vous pour la télévision?
Take a photo of us, please.
1, 2, 3, regardez la caméra. Yeah?
Children.
Yeah. Excusez-moi, les enfants, non, jamais. Really easy, très facile, hein?
And you? Bonjour.
Photo?
Speak English? Come here, please.
Photo? You
Okay.
take? Yeah? Oui? Okay.
Yeah, all together.
Okay, everyone looking at the camera, remember? Into the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect, and there we are there. I think that's great.
Ready, Mr. Camera? All eyes that way.
They have 30 minutes to take all 9 photos. It should be plenty of time. If they don't make any mistakes.
There was 10 people when we counted them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We just needed one more person. There was... I'm so sorry. Let's just do it again. Let's do it again.
We got to do it again.
No.
We'll do it again last. We'll get these other 2 done. We'll come back and do that last.
Why?
Because this one's only going to take 2 seconds.
Everyone's here. Just ask them to come back.
One more time.
One more time.
After each group has taken a photo,
Mission complete.
they must call in to get their next assignment.
Hello, Grant. It's Katrina. I'm with Cam, and we're complete.
Hello? Katrina, have a photo taken of the 2 of you standing next to each other, wearing each other's clothes. All clothes, that is, except for underwear. When you've taken the photo, call me.
Okay, thanks. Oh my God. We have to take a photograph of both of us standing next to each other in each other's clothes. Everything that we're wearing right now, except undies.
Nikki, take a photo of you wearing all of Josh's clothes, standing next to Josh wearing all of your clothes. All clothes, that is, except for underwear.
Oh, stop it!
Taking the photograph, call me.
Next on the mole, cross-dressing.
Put it up! You are not putting on my top like that!
The disc you just handed me,
But one group's photos have disappeared.
it's empty.
Was it a mistake or was it sabotage?
You have to wear all of my clothes, and I have to wear all of your clothes, except for underwear.
Cam and Katrina are on to their second photo assignment.
Oh, they're so big. They're going to fall off me.
Yeah, I'll do the opposite one here.
Oh, my jeans.
You got jeans, one nuts.
And so are Nikki, Sean and Josh.
Oh, stop it! Oh, yuck! Put it on! You are not putting on my top like that.
Okay. Now, you take the photo.
Alison, Nathan and Chris are reshooting their first photo, but at least they now have it.
Can one of you take a photo for us?
Wait, I gotta show you. We got it.
Get myself off now.
Wait a minute. That's interesting. Is that dental floss or is it actually a G-string? Yes, bro.
Alison, Nathan and Chris are running 4 minutes behind the others.
Have a photograph taken of you wearing all of Alison's clothes, standing next to Alison wearing all of your clothes.
What?
I'll get a photo with all of your clothes on, you get a photo with all.
Okay, cool. We've got to go somewhere we can get changed. All right.
Where's my backpack?
I don't know.
Time's beginning to run out for them,
Now you've cost us more time.
and they haven't even started their second task.
Hey, it's Katrina and Cam in each other's clothes.
Your final task is to record 15 seconds of video of a New Caledonian local singing the chorus of Waltzing Matilda in English.
You're joking. Thank you.
A television Australia to sing Australian song, Waltzing Matilda.
We'll tell you the song. We just need you to sing it for us.
Come a waltzing Matilda with me.
How long do you reckon we have? 10 more minutes?
You come a waltzing Matilda with me. That's perfect. Spot on.
And then it goes, and he sung.
He sat.
And he sang.
He sat, yeah.
And he's something, and he's something.
What did he do, that bloke? Go. Waltzing Matilda, you
Come a waltzing Matilda with me.
Perfect. Merci. Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup.
That's it. That's perfect. It's 30-second footage.
Yeah.
Chris, Nathan and Alison are racing the clock. If they're not back in time with their 2 photos and the video, the group will lose money from the kitty instead of winning.
We have to get
Why not?
to sing this on television.
All right,
This is for a
great.
TV show. Can you read this?
To win $10,000, everyone must be back at the hotel with their photographs within half an hour. 2 of the groups have made it in good time.
All right, well, you're here on time, but your friends are running very close to the wire.
Nathan's delay in leaving his bag behind and Alison's blocking someone in the photograph very nearly lost them the assignment.
All right, better late than never. All right, you got anything for me?
Yes.
Yes. Be after this.
Chip. A chip.
And a chip.
All right. Let's see how you did. This is the first groups. That'll be Chris, Nathan, and Alison. No pressure. What's this we see? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well done.
Well done, guys. Cat play, very tricky.
What's next?
Gee, Nate, you look great in a skirt and tie.
And finally, your third assignment. Here we go. Fair enough. Group number 1. Let's see how Nikki, Josh and Sean went. There we go. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yay.
Let's move forward.
Oh my God.
Oh, sailor.
And finally,
It appears the contestants have succeeded in 6 tasks. They only need 8 to win the $10,000.
okay. And finally, group 3, which was Cam and Katrina. The disc is coming up and it's empty. There's no formatting error. Did you check them back?
Yes. Like 3 times.
There's footage of us checking images back, definitely there.
The disc you just handed me is the disc you took the photographs with.
Correct.
You brought that back, you handed it to me.
Correct.
Yes.
It's empty.
Can't be.
It's empty. Look.
When Grant was saying that the thing was empty and there was nothing there, I was just looking at the screen in absolute disbelief. And I looked at Cam and I was just like, what's going on?
Don't know what happened. Funny things happen in this game. Katrina was with me the entire time until we got back, and yeah, everything was fine. We sat down and had another look at them once we got back. They were all there.
Well, Cam would make an excellent mole. He is a lot brighter than he comes across. He has this, I'm a fireman, trust me kind of nature.
All right, well, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do about that. That is not a pass, I'm afraid. 3 images that have failed to come in. You had to get 8 out of 9. Currently, not counting those 3, is 6 out of 9. It's a fail. It's $2,000 off the kitty. Now, that's not the end of it. We have one more little item of housekeeping for all of you.
Want an apple?
Yeah, she's a kid.
Nathan, Chris and Alison had videoed someone under 18.
Come on, she's all...
I mean, nobody can seriously say she looks over 18.
But Chris picked the person and she was under 18. We joked around about it a bit, but I don't know if Chris did it on purpose.
That she doesn't look over 18. She wasn't over 18 and you lose the $1,000. However, that is immaterial. All you had to do was bring back 8 out of 9. You have a blank card. That's made the difference. Minus $3,000 from the kitty. Better luck next time.
From what I can gather, Cam was left holding the camera. Katrina twice went to the bathroom. There's only one thing that you can think, and that's that Cam erased their assignment.
Tonight, there'll be an elimination. And as always, the elimination is decided by a computer test. There are 6 questions, all of them about the identity of the mole. The mole obviously knows the answers, so the mole will always be able to get a high score. But for the 7 genuine contestants, the only way to get a high score is to correctly identify which one of them is the mole.
I'm trying to do my best to choose who I think is the most suspicious. But every day someone turns around and makes you think twice.
Not happy with Cam and Katrina's efforts, but that is the aim of the game, to sabotage.
I have such a strong gut feeling that Josh is the mole. But today, after what Cam has done, or what happened to Cam, it's just everyone is spinning and is it Cam, isn't it Cam?
Chris is my target, but I think, everyone else is working so many other angles. I don't know if I'm doing the wrong thing. I can't pick Cam as the mole. I've spent too much, blokey time with him,
Might have to adjust my strategy at questionnaire time. I think it's going to run me into trouble. See what happens, eh? Just got to keep in the game, keep in the game, keep in the game, keep in the game, keep in the game.
The contestants have their suspicions about who the mole is, but who do you think it is? SMS the name of the mole to 0421 267 770, and if you're correct, you'll go into a draw to win $25,000. Is the mole Alison, Cam, Josh, Chris, Nathan, Nikki, Katrina or Sean? Next on The Mole, one of them is about to be sent home. Or are they?
We have to eliminate you, one by one, in order to come up with the final 3. That being said, I want to make you an offer.
Katrina didn't touch the camera for their tasks. Cam said that Katrina didn't touch the camera. And all of a sudden, their work is gone.
I went to the toilet the only time that Cam was left alone with the camera, and then we had to hand our chip in.
Hopefully it'll help me. Hopefully he'll help me. But we'll see. See how we go. I know who the mole is, and everyone else is starting to cotton on to who that mole is. I've got no idea what my strategy is going to be to win this thing. Frankly, I'm too tired. I just want to go home to bed.
Tonight, one of the contestants will be eliminated. Only the mole knows for sure that he or she will survive to the end.
One of you has scored lowest in the computer questionnaire. That means that one of you knows the least about the identity of the mole, and that person will be eliminated. Is everybody ready? Good. Let's begin. Nathan. Trina. Nikki. Josh. Sean. Cam. Cam, we have to go.
He just taught me so much. How to appreciate life. I'm pretty flabbergasted. He was pretty high on my suspect list, and so we're a really tight team, and he was a big part of keeping us together.
He played the game like everyone said. Every time he thought he'd done something wrong, he was so dark on himself. You know, he really put it in to try and make the best out of everybody and, you know, try and do as best he could. And I thought he'd be the one in the final three. He had it so worked out. It's just such a big shock to me.
You know, he just knew how to make you feel good when you were feeling down. And that was the biggest thing that I think he contributed to me anyway. And it's going to be missed, definitely. He's a good guy.
Well played.
Not well enough.
How do you feel?
Ask me next week.
Gave it your best shot, that's all you can do. Hold your head up. Take it easy.
See ya.
Cam scored least on the questionnaire and he was eliminated. But on the mole, there's a twist at every turn, and not everything is always exactly as it seems.
Well, I don't think Cam wanted to go. But that's the nature of the game. We have to eliminate you one by one in order to come up with the final three. And in this game, there can be only one winner. That is the object of the game. That being said, I want to make you an offer. You can have Cam back in the game and earn $50,000 towards the kitty. Now, you don't have to tell me your answer now. You can discuss it, think it over. But if any one of you votes to bring Cam back, then he'll be back. It's not a unanimous decision. It's not a democracy. Any one of you decides to have Cam back, he'll be here. And you'll have $50,000 towards the kitty. Think it over. Good night.
Next week on The Mole, the future of a contestant hangs in the balance.
He knew the least about the mole, which means he's not the mole. Surely...
Then what's the point of having him back if we know he's not the mole?
That person is worth 50 grand to us at the moment.
Treachery in the car lot.
You can't share squares.
Pull your head in, Josh, and stop telling everyone to move.
Commands from.
You're instructed to suggest us to do things, okay?
And a hostage crisis at dawn.
We're going to look for the brown door in the bin. Katrina, will you listen?
Oh, come on, guys.
Can you tell which one of the contestants is sabotaging the assignments? Which one of them will be eliminated from the game? Which one of them is the mole?